It's been a week since we've been to this spot. We checked the trail camera that day, or I think it was later that day or day after, I can't remember. Either way, the Velvet Buck daylighted within an hour after we left here. So that's a bummer, but he's still in here. We don't know where Stryker is currently. We're hoping he's still alive. Same with the 11. We know those 3 shooters for sure are around here. But where, I have no idea, so we're gambling, hoping they show up. It's a little chilly. It's been pretty warm lately. Colton got a little button buck night before last. We didn't get it till yesterday. And it was, ended up being a gut shot, not a liver shot. So, that deer was on the edge of turning. We had to get it in a salt ice bath ASAP. Get the spoiled blood out of it. It was a bummer. I hate rushing, but yeah, these kids, they shoot so good when we're actually shooting, like practicing, but in the moment, they have just been whiffing it. And, yeah, that deer, sadly, had to suffer and almost got completely wasted, which we do not like doing. It just looks real bad to constantly have bad shots and stuff, and we've had just that season, so who knows. But if we can turn it around today, that'd be great. We just don't have the properties that we used to. I've been running trail cameras on every property I'm hunting this year for months. There are just no big shooters on hardly any properties I hunt. There's really no big shooters anywhere, to be honest with you. Stryker's probably the biggest one we've got, I would say anyways, score-wise. Other than that, that's about it. A couple of our other spots dried up real bad. I just hung a stand yesterday and 200 yards from where I'm hanging on a guy, like on the opposite property from where I'm hanging, on the guy you can't hunt. And I know he lets nobody hunt. He's a hippie. I can see a blind in the middle of that, so some dude's hunting him, cutting off the deer that are coming off that property. But that's our luck, so we'll see if we can turn this around and hopefully get one down today. He's definitely looking up this way. At us. He's just eyeballing. I don't think he knows what anything is. Young and dumb still. Crazy. Carefully stare. Turn it on silent. Going back to the right or back up in the brush, I couldn't tell you yet. Lost him. There he goes. He's going back up into the field, maybe. likes that little cubby hole underneath that. Just went back in it. He's stalking a little bird on the bank. Can't hardly film through all this fog.
I can see it perfect.
Careful, he's looking this way now. Up there like he did. He's still chasing it. Chasing something. This barrel was right in my way. Don't move it now. It's getting away from us now. I think he heard you coughing. He's just using that as a cover to get away now. See how he moves a few feet and stops. Well, it is Thanksgiving evening. I'm retarded. It's Thanksgiving evening. I slept in this morning just because we had to drop the boys off with their bio father. And yeah, we just didn't have the time since we had to drop them off at 10. So I decided to sleep in. You know how that goes. Decided to run around, check some cameras, and this was the stand I was gonna set this morning. And this was one of the only cameras I checked that I didn't see a deer this morning walking. And sure enough, when I get back home, the buck was here, literally, I don't know, an hour and a half, 2 hours before I got here. The buck from last year, who we've not had on camera at all this year. He was an 11, but now he's a real solid 10-pointer. And from the camera, he was looking right at this stand, which he's never seen us from this stand. I mean, that just blows my mind that bothered him. But he had to have walked under it before he noticed it. And then he ran 15 yards and looked back, and I think he walked up into this, towards this, back of this subdivision looking place. If we're real lucky, he'll do what that 8-point did about 2 weeks ago, and he'll come back down this edge and work right into here. That's really what we're hoping for, but we're going to do some grunting, a little bit of rattling and stuff here in a little bit. Nothing crazy, but the grunting we'll go crazy with because we're really trying to get his attention. I'm hoping we'll just see him, but our luck this season has been real sketchy, so we're just hoping he's still in the area. That's not that long ago. If he bedded midday, hopefully he's, within a few hundred yards of us. The wind's kind of marginal, but there's houses all around us, so hopefully that won't kill anything, but, got a German Shepherd up here behind us about 80 to 100 yards. He was barking, but then the guy come out, the guy that we're pretty sure kind of has been harassing us here. But hopefully there's no issues with that. I've got that dog on trail camera running deer underneath this stand, so, you know, it can be a factor, but hopefully it won't be. We're really just hoping we can get lucky for once. It's been one of them seasons. So, we got less than 3 hours till dark now, and with any luck, it'll take less than that. So, we're gonna hold tight, deal with the little wind we got, and hopefully here shortly, finally get to put one down. This buck's pretty solid. He's about as big as a tripod, but with both sides being good, so.
It's the one that came under us on my birthday.
No, different buck. That's a mega giant. This is the same stand as that mega giant. But we've never seen him again, so it's just one of those, you know, the one that got away type of story. So, let's see how this goes. Do what?
Change hats and see if they notice.
Yeah. That joke's on you. Well, we have sat here for about 3 hours and have not seen a deer as usual. I don't know. We're gonna attempt to get back in here in the morning, but neither of us are excited about that because it's been a long season. And by long, I mean like 4 O's in the middle of that. Long season. And not fun. Minimal opportunities. Minimal good bucks on camera. Lots of misfortune, we'll say. But we feel like he's in the area. We've rattled a couple times, done some grunting. He's probably got 5, maybe 10 minutes he could pop out, but it's not looking real good. I gotta go back in time and convince my family to get some farms, because this is horse crap.
Nice.
Yeah, it'd be nice to be like everybody else and got a big crop done. But we don't have that, so we're hunting slivers of properties where we don't see much.
We get the passing deer. We don't get the deer that stay.
Yeah, we get the deer that stop by because they're running from someone else. That's my assumption, is that somebody during this Thanksgiving morning hunt either was doing a deer drive or something, but they ran him out of his area.
Which is crazy.
I hope he stays out of his area. I wouldn't imagine he'd return to it immediately. They never do that for me, so I don't think they're going to do that for someone else. But we're going to sit here until it's closer to dark, and we're going to get out of here. And we'll see. Hopefully we get up in the morning, but it's been tough. Squirrels are already awake. I can literally see one. Well, we made it back. It's a little bit colder, a little less windy. We got here pretty much right at daylight. Our dang defrost wouldn't work, so our window was froze. Had to risk it for the biscuit because we didn't have time. So we got here, but as soon as we did, the gun fell out of the truck. So We are hoping it is not knocked off enough to miss. We just sighted this gun in perfect, so huge bummer, but we're just going to aim as good as we can and hope for the best if we get an opportunity. If not, I don't even know. We're just kind of burnt out, trying. We just don't have the properties that hold deer. That's all there is to it. Public around here is just ruined. There's just so many people. There's a couple spots you can finagle once it gets a little later in the season, but it is late in the season. We're tired. It's almost December. So, a lot of people don't realize how good they got it, especially in places like Iowa and stuff, where you've got tons of farms and not nearly as many people. Like this place where we live, everything's slivered down to such small properties unless you know somebody or your family owns property. There's a tree stand probably 100 yards up this creek on the neighbor. Who knows on all the other neighbors? It's just every property has somebody hunting. It's almost impossible to get a deer over 5 around here. It happens occasionally. Do what?
We get harassed.
Yeah, we get harassed a lot, which I'm at the end of my rope with people, so don't fuck with me anymore. I don't know what I'll do to you. It won't be good, though. Free living sounds a lot better than this shit. But hopefully a buck shows up so we can not have to murder the neighbors for their bullshit.
Yeah, they tried yesterday.
Yeah, they had their dog barking. It was being loud. And of course, we didn't see any deer, so who knows if it was them or not. But we just gotta hope today we get an opportunity, because gun season goes out in 2 days. Then we got a week of bow. Then comes in muzzleloader, but my breech plug is stuck. So I don't know if it'd even be smart to even mess with it, but I don't even want to mess with muzzleloader, to be honest with you.
Muzzleloader's hard.
And not to me, I'm tired of being out in the cold. It ain't when you love hunting, but you don't ever get to have any opportunities. You can only love hunting so much. I don't love sitting all day, not seeing deer, freezing, wasting time, wasting gas, energy. I don't have it anymore. Getting burnt out the last 4 or 5 years. It's gotten worse and worse and worse and worse. To the point now it's like, where can we even go and have a good hunt? Unless you want to just settle for 2-year-old bucks all the time, and I just don't even want to kill a 2-year-old, really. But it is what it is. About tired of giving my money to the state. They mess everything up and then lie about it. And then there's all the hunters who are just cucks to the system. They don't even factor anything. They don't spend any time really scouting, moving around, checking new properties. They've not seen the damage done by the IDNR. I have. It's horrible what they do. If I break a twig or cut a twig, that's a fine. But they could take a dozer and just destroy areas. I'm on a rant. I'm sorry. Bye. Alrighty, we are back on public land. These are those little ice formations I was telling you about.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, isn't that wild looking?
It's ice.
Yeah. Grows out of the grass.
What?
Weird, isn't it? So, we're back on public. I don't know what that white thing is. What is that? Trash. Probably typical around humans. Anyways, we haven't been here in over a month. It's just such a hassle paddling across the lake and getting here. So far, every time we came here, we got skunked this year. But at that point, none of the scrapes were really being worked. And, like I said, we just kind of left my camera back here and haven't been back. It's just been a tough year. Hopefully we get one tonight. we would gladly shoot a doe or a buck. We gotta put some meat in the freezer. Been low yield this year for us. Not that we haven't seen a lot of deer, so don't let them push that narrative, but we haven't had a lot of luck, that's for sure. So, hopefully tonight's the night. Only problem is, like, they're all here and there's a little bit of leaves at them. I mean, the limbs are broken. None of this is fresh. Not fresh enough to say that they're here. This could be 3-4 days. I don't like it. We'll walk 20-30 yards further and decide from there, but I don't like that. Spiderweb in my eyeball. Not sure how, but I do. So we got scrapes all through here. This is where they're always at. However, they don't look very clean. The mud's not been messed up. There's an itty bitty rub right here. Another scrape. Wish I had a way to check this camera. Oh man. Yeah, right here. There's 3 scrapes there. I just don't think anything's real fresh. Man, this is a tough decision. Second to last day of gun. We don't want to sit and waste the evening somewhere, so I don't know. Walking up this big ridge. This guy. You see that right there? Now, business. But he does this. Every set's about the same. He's on public land with a screw-in hanger. In that exact stand, there's another one down there on another piece of public. There's probably a cell cam somewhere up here too, screwed into a tree with a salt block, because that's who does this. So, just know, buddy, we know where you're hunting. I suggest you quit doing that crap. Set up. It is 4:10. We have less than 2 hours. We found some fresh crap back there. Lots of deer, scratch where they've been moving the leaves, eating out these acorns from the black oaks. There's a ton of black oaks and white oaks up here. I don't see any red oaks at all, but black oaks are where it's at right now. I can already tell them to get really cold really fast. Got way sweaty trying to get in here. This season's not been where it's at, I can tell you that. Yeah, that thing is just looking for trouble. Alright, so we worked our way back here. We're probably, I don't know, I'd say at least 200 to 300 yards from that stand back there. No sign of humans up here at all, so that's like a huge plus. There was I think it was a Sprite bottle. It looked like it was a couple years old, probably mushroom hunters. Other than that, just green briars and oaks, lots of oaks. I didn't see any rubs up here on the top, but there were rubs on the bottom. And I think it's directly over the hill from this is where I had my camera, and I just pulled it, and I had at least 3 shooters there. A real nice 8, a real nice 10, and then a monster 10. So, with any luck, they're in the area. If anything, we'll be extremely happy, even if we just get a doe. We got tomorrow as the last day of gun, and then we got a week, and then it's muzzleloader, so I'm hoping we can knock something out right now. But it was noisy getting in here. I don't think we jumped anything. But again, I don't know what's going to come through here. If anything, I've never stepped foot on this property. My spot's all the way down there on a different section. It's where the public, from the lake and the public, like the Hoosier Forest, meet. So we're probably only 300 or 400 yards from where my camera was. So, yeah. Also, we went and checked our other spot we were going to sit. That was the plan for the evening. We paddled across the lake, and we got there, and there was almost no deer sign. At least nothing since the last rain, which I don't even know, a week or so ago has been since it rained. So that's not good. But we moved in a hurry. Got back across the lake, loaded up the boat, hustled over here, and hiked into this spot. We were going to go up and over to where my camera was, but we never took this route, and I thought it would be easier. It was not easier. It ended up being all uphill and thicket, and yeah, lots of thorns, and we're a little overdressed for moving around, so
Expected snow.
there was supposed to be snow at 9, 10 a.m. and it never happened.
Pushed to 11 and then 3 and now 6 and it's supposed to rain.
Yeah, it's not gonna rain, I can tell you that.
There's nothing, just windy.
Just windy, but the wind's right in our face from right here, so
I use my jacket as a blanket.
I'm just really hoping we get at least a deer tonight, but if not, we got tomorrow. It's just really hard waking up at this point in the season. It's kind of exhausting, but we're gonna try it. Hopefully we get one tonight, so let's see how this goes. I probably would, because this wind's gonna chill you in the first 30 minutes. officially bailing 30 minutes before dark, and it already looks dark. It's just started snowing pretty heavy. I think we got a blizzard coming in tonight from the feel and look of it. We're gonna hustle down and get out of here. Unfortunately, we didn't see any deer. You alright? It's snowing hard. It's coming down like a mother lover. Alright, well I guess we're gonna get after it in the morning if we can grow a pair of nuggets.